Yeah, I don't know. Anxiety is just something that really needs to be talked about because, I still don't know how to fully deal with it, and a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. But I think just making it aware and talking about it and making people feel comfortable with having social anxiety is, the best way to kind of go about it.
I'm Pramik Shakayan, Wiwibloggs.com, here with Charley, one of the hopefuls hoping to represent Australia at Eurovision Australia Decides on Saturday, the 26th of February. She sings I Suck at Being Lonely. And thank you so much for taking the time, Charley, to join us here today. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm excited to see you performing out there on Saturday night. How is everything so far up on the Gold Coast?
It's been good. I mean, we did our first rehearsal yesterday and they went pretty good. It's like it's a lot having going from, all the rehearsals behind the scenes and then going to like on the stage with all the cameras and you're having to like look at all of them. And in my outfit as well, because it's a bit difficult to breathe. It's very tight. But it's good. I'm very, very excited for Saturday.
Awesome. Yeah, we're absolutely looking forward to it too. Any little hints about your outfit that you can share with us, or is it all top secret?
I posted a photo on my Instagram last night of the top half and my nails. So if you want to have a look at that, then then you can go and see the it's blue. It's blue, but yeah. My Instagram says it all.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure our readers can hop on there and have a look if they want to see what it's going to be like before the show starts. Let's talk a little bit about your time on The Voice. I know you've worked with artists on there like Delta Goodrem and Jessie J. How was that whole experience for you, and how did that help prepare you for this?
It was good. It was a lot back then. I think I had a lot of anxiety and going into those types of TV shows. You don't have much of a say in anything. So the show really taught me to like that I wanted to control my music and I wanted to write my own and become my own artist instead of singing other people's songs. Although I do love singing a good Valerie, but yeah, now that's kind of like pushed me into being my own artist, and it's definitely given me a bit of preparation for how to work with the cameras and everything for Eurovision. But Eurovision's completely different. Like it's so much more comfortable, and I love the people on the show. So very, very excited.
Awesome. And of course, in terms of that whole The Voice experience, you're not the only artist who has made the move from The Voice to ultimately compete at Eurovision Australia
Yeah,
Decides.
so many of
Um,
us.
yeah, exactly. And so many of you guys, even just on this year's show, like Sheldon Riley, G Nation,
Mm.
for example. Uh, do you think that that experience prepared you at all in any way for this, or is it just completely different?
I think it has prepared me quite a bit. Just just being on a big stage like that, and having all the lights. But honestly, like I haven't I did that show like 6 years ago. So going into this, it's quite fresh again. So it's a lot going from, doing like tinier shows to just like, but it's good. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And changing gears slightly, last year you did release the song Arizona, in which you tackle some extremely important themes such as depression and anxiety and these sorts of topics. Why was it important for you to open up that conversation, and ultimately what was the goal out of that whole project?
Um, I mean, as you know, I've had anxiety my whole life, and I've been through depression. Um, and I think the songs that I'm wanting to release first are the ones that feel the most like authentic to me, but also, my favorite songs. So Arizona kind of came at a really good time because we were all just coming out of lockdown, and it kind of just worked out really well with the timing. Yeah, I don't know. Anxiety is just something that really needs to be talked about because, I still don't know how to fully deal with it, and a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. But I think just making it aware and talking about it and making people feel comfortable with having social anxiety is, the best way to kind of go about it.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing to hear from your end. I'm sure many of our readers, myself included, have felt those sorts of things in the past. So it is really great to see that represented on the Australia Decides stage. Changing gears a little bit to your Eurovision song, I Suck at Being Lonely. Tell us a little bit about that and how it came to be and how that came to be the song you chose to submit to Australia Decides.
Yeah. Well, I wrote it like 3 years ago in LA with my friend Jim, and it's it's a very real song. I was going through my fourth breakup with this person, and and at that point we were doing long distance for ages, and I was finally in the same country as him, and I just felt so alone, and I missed him so much, and I couldn't reach out to him. So when I was there, I got into this session with Jim Alexander, and Jim and I were just talking for ages, and he just kind of opened me up, and this song just started coming out, about everything that I was going through, like, trying to go to parties and try and be happy and try and use alcohol to kind of wash it down. But the moment you like get in a cab ride or you're like alone, then you just like miss them no matter how toxic they are for you. Uh, so yeah, it's kind of like a diary entry. That's how we wrote the song, I guess. And fast forward 3 years later, we actually submitted a different song, and then Eurovision was like, "Oh, yeah, this is okay." And then my publicist slipped them this song, and they were like, "Yes." And then she told me that, and then I was like, "Oh, okay. This is like, it just works so well," because I didn't know when I was gonna release this song because it needed to have its own moment because it's such a I don't know, there's such a world around this song and this emotion, and I feel like Eurovision was just the right thing for it, and it just fits so well, so I'm very, very grateful.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely think that Eurovision will be a great platform on which to share it. Um, and of course, over the last couple of years, I know you wrote the song 3 years ago, but over the last couple of
Mm.
years, we've all had to deal with lockdowns and these sorts of things, and people have
Yeah.
obviously had to struggle with thoughts of being lonely and things like that.
Yes.
Did
Oh.
did the whole COVID lockdown impact the song in any way, or was it pretty much done 3 years ago?
No, it was, we had to redo it because it was actually 3 minutes 40, so we had to cut 40 seconds off it and, redo that. We redid the vocals, we got live strings on it, live pianos, and yeah, no, the song was only done 2 months ago, I think, because we had to redo it within 3 weeks. But, yeah, I mean, that song stayed so relevant because, now it's been, like, the 7th time that I've broken up with this person, and that was only, like, fresh again, so it's all very recent.
Yeah, fair enough there. And throughout your career, as you mentioned, this was done in LA, and some of the work that you've done has gone ahead overseas, and you've collaborated internationally with various people in the industry. How have your experiences abroad impacted you, and how have you been able to bring any of that back to Australia while you've been here?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote my first single, "Hard for Me," that was in Nashville, and I loved that so much, loved the people that I was with doing that. But honestly, Australian talent is just, like, unlike any other. I feel like the people in Australia really make you feel so comfortable, and everyone's so just genuine here. And in LA, it's very, I don't know, the people are interesting. So honestly, I love Australia, but the next time I'm going to LA this year and London, I hope that I'll be able to find a good lot of people to write with.
Nice. And of course, you are originally from the Gold Coast. Is it special at all to be able to do this all in your own hometown in front of your people essentially? Or
Yes.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, yes. It's so weird and nostalgic coming back here because I haven't been here for like over a year. So, seeing Pac Fair right there and I'm like staying in the casino right now and I've never stayed here before, but it's all so familiar. These are like my 18-year-old stomping grounds. But having the fam here is like the best. I'm so, so happy they're able to, come along and watch the show because they love Eurovision. So this is even like they haven't really seen me perform in person. So especially Eurovision, it just tops it.
wow, that must be really special for them getting to see you in person and Eurovision Australia decides all at once. Are they
Yeah.
really excited?
Yes. Oh my gosh, you should have seen my mum. And my dad, just everyone. It's just they're very, very proud. They love Eurovision. Yeah.
Awesome. And of course, if you do happen to win on Saturday, the 26th of February, you will get the opportunity to represent Australia on the world stage in Turin, Italy. What would representing Australia mean to you, and why would you be excited to do that?
Oh, so much. I just I feel like I'm ready to represent Australia, I guess. And being able to go to Italy and do that, oh my gosh. And this song just like stands for so much. Basically, not dealing with people who treat you like second best or oh my gosh, my laptop's about to die. Yeah, not dealing with people who treat you second best and reminding yourself that, you know, even though you're lonely, you need to just find that self-love. Like there's so many themes of that within the song. So I would love to go to Torino. I would love that so much.
Awesome. And so our readers, of course, can see Charley performing I Suck at Being Lonely on Saturday, the 26th of February. For our Australian fans and readers, you can also, of course, vote. So if you do want to see Charley go to Italy, you can absolutely cast your vote for her to send I Suck at Being Lonely to the Eurovision stage. Thanks again so much for your time, Charley. Do you have any final message for all of your fans and our readers on Wiwibloggs?
Um, don't message your ex if you miss them. And vote for Charlie.
Love that. Thanks so much for your time, Charley, and all the best for Saturday night.
Thank you. Thanks. Have a good day.